kind of talk about the brand of Micah and maybe use about three words that best describe you.
Oh, that's a good one. I would say, the first would be resilient for sure, right? I've gone through different, like I just talked about my experience moving from one country to the other. And really, I think it takes a certain type of resilience to just overcome different obstacles in your life, not let it get you down. And of course, it's okay to be down at that moment, but use it as an experience to propel yourself forward. And so that's what I pride myself on, is that, yes, I can, be upset, I can be sad, but, 2-3 days later, I can kind of just continue with that path and move forward. The second that I would say is loyal. Like I mentioned, I'm very close to my family. And so I hope that my family considers me to be dependable, to be around for them, to, put my family first and just like ensure that I'm doing the best I can for the benefit, not only for my husband and my children, but, for the broader family. And then the third is, and this is an interesting one, I had to think about this one for a second. I would say unscripted. I think in a lot of my life, from a marketing perspective, from a professional perspective, from a 10-year-old girl's perspective, a lot of things were scripted, right? Like, when I'm doing my work within marketing, there's a lot of iterations to get to, a web page or an email or whatever the case may be. But if I really look deep down into myself, I think that sense of adventure that I talked about earlier, that sense of wonder, is really about not being tied to a particular path and being okay with having unfilled pages of a book. So not being totally scripted into something. And so, I think generally open into what's to come next. I obviously have goals for myself professionally and personally, but the sort of details on how to get there, I'd prefer for it to be a little bit more open and blank canvas and, open for that space for things to happen.